my kids to make it, all of them. You know, if I have to go broke to then go make it, I'll do it.
So for those that don't know you, who's Northcal Futsal?
This is how legends are made.
Northcal Futsal, it's like I would like to say like a developing class. You know, we teach kids, you know, to grow as a player on and off the field. You know, I want to teach kids to like, you know, anywhere they go or they play, they do a good job. You know, they represent, you know, their people, their background, which is Greenfield here, you know, and I just want the kids to like learn how to play. So when they go out and play, you know, people are going to be like, whoa, like how'd you learn how to play that? Or where you play, where you from? And then, you know, at least put Greenfield on the map.
They put Greenfield, or at least you too, you know, like.
Yeah, you know,
I was taught by, what's your name?
Lauti. Well, my nickname is Lauti, but my real name is Lautaro, but you call me Lauti for
They'll
sure.
say I learned from Lautaro, and then, oh, who's Lautaro? He's the owner of Northcal Futsal.
Yeah.
So now that you say your name, Lautaro, I mean, I'm pretty sure that means you're Argentinian. I mean,
Yeah,
because I'm not used to hearing that name from like Hispanics, you know, Lautaro. I mean,
Yeah.
So you're Argentinian, bro?
Yeah, I'm Argentinian. I'm pretty sure, like, if you guys know Lautaro Martinez, you know, Lautaro's a big,
Argentina.
you know, a big common name in Argentina. And yeah, you know, if you ever go to Argentina, you're going to hear a lot of kids named Lautaro or Lauti or Lau, you know, it's just how it is out there. You know, it's a lot of L's, you know.
Leo Messi.
Leo Messi,
There you
you
go.
know, yeah.
So, like, how long did you live in Argentina before coming over here?
I was born out there, and then I came with my parents when I was 3, stayed here until 12, and then I went back and I played soccer. I ended up staying with my grandma out there and played soccer and, you know, enjoyed it, loved it, and I just lived out there, you know. I had the opportunity to stay, but I just told my dad, like, no, I want to pursue soccer. I know this is the place to be, to grow as a player and as an individual. And yeah, it taught me a lot, like a lot of things in life. You know, Argentina is a very poor country, so they're really big in soccer. So like, that's the only thing that we have in that country, in my opinion. You know,
It's like they see that like as a way out.
yeah, 1000%. They don't like here in America, college is like the way out. Over there, soccer's the way out. If you don't make it pro, you don't make it in life. That's how it's, you know, like they say out there. You know.
So do you think that's probably one of the main reasons why they're so good? 'Cause like they give their all, you know, like
every practice, the intensity is like 100%. You know, we get pep talks with the coaches. We have therapists that talk to us, you know, to make sure that our mentality is straight, you know, because Argentina's not easy to live. You know, you have to deal with the pressure with soccer, and then on top of that, the pressure of life, you know, because it's so poor out there, you know. And yeah, it's just like, for just to give you an example, like just imagine you're walking an hour to practice every day, and your goal is to like make it pro. So like just imagine those kids that are walking to practice an hour, then in their head they're thinking about, I need to play good, I need to do this good, I need to do this, you know? Like I see kids here that they talk about other things before they even talk about soccer, you know? And it's just a whole different mentality, you know?
Yeah, like for example, like they could show up thinking about, oh, I saw you at school, or like this, like, oh, my homework. And I'm pretty sure like in Argentina, like you show up to practice and like even the moment you touch the field, you probably like have to lock in, because this moment counts, you know? Like I have to make the best out of.
Heck yeah,
so it's like, instead of playing for like joy, you're playing with pressure basically, right? I mean.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of pressure, like so much pressure everywhere. Coaches watching you. Each practice is about like 10 to 15 coaches watching you, you know, from the clubs, you know. But I mean, I think that's why I believe in Argentina is like really good soccer, because of that. You know, we have the coaches that take care of you. They want to see you grow. They want to see, you know, you make it pro, you know. And I think that's why in Argentina they really emphasize that. You know, they really push that as much as they can. You know, they're really hard on the kids, because once they get older, soccer is not going to be easier. It's going to be a lot harder, you know.
It just, as you grow, it just keeps getting harder and harder on the competition. Like, at what age did you personally start playing soccer?
I want to say like 5 or 6, you know, when I took it serious, when my dad took me serious, because I would play in El Barrio, you know, on like a little field. My dad would just take me there and train, but like a legit team, and I was like 5 or 6, you know. And then during that time, I was playing like kids that are a little older than me, so that kind of helped me out with my development, because I was getting pushed around, I was getting like bullied, you could say, you know, but that helped me when I transferred to like Argentina or places that are a lot harder. That like kind of got me prepared for that, you know. Kind of have to play soccer because, you know, it's part of me. It's in the blood in Argentina. Like, you don't play soccer, like, what are you doing, you know?
They're going to question, like, are you really Argentinian?
Yeah,
Who are you?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. And as for the U.S., at what phase in your life did you come over here to the U.S.?
I was like 6 until 13, you know? Like, I started playing, like, soccer. And, yeah, the U.S. was cool. I had a lot of opportunities playing for a team called Bay Oaks in Oakland.
Bay Oaks?
Yeah, it was...
Is that like MLS or
No,
like
it's
next, or
like,
college or like what?
Just think about like a club team, like a
Oh, okay,
Camino,
okay.
you know.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
like no MLS Next. At the time, we didn't have MLS Next. It was just Earthquakes, and that's pretty much it. In San Diego, in LA, you know.
So it was more like of a club.
Yeah, club. But we have my coaches there. Shout out Luis Orellana. He's the one that like put me on with so much stuff. You know, he taught me so much. But yeah, like for me that was a club that I learned a lot too in Oakland, especially in Oakland. That's like, you know, you wouldn't
It's
really
big,
expect,
yeah.
you know, soccer out there that much, you know. And yeah, like they put me on. We played all over Sacramento. We played in San Jose. We played good clubs, you know. And I never thought soccer was that big until I joined that club, you know, and they showed me, you know, how everything works.
And I'm pretty sure like the more you went to different places, like you met different people, right?
Oh yeah.
And coaches especially that were gonna impact your
Yeah,
career,
definitely.
right?
I have coaches that man, like, it's crazy. They know how to transform a player, you know. And I seen it with my own eyes, and like I seen players that they didn't know how to play soccer end up being national players. I'm like, wow. Within like 3 years, you know.
So that's them, but also the impact of the coach goes crazy, huh?
Yeah, this is why I'm very serious on what I teach my kids, because, you know, in the long run, it is going to play a role, you know. Because I mean, that's how I see it for myself. My mentors, you know, that helped me with my soccer stuff, you know, that's the reason why I have this, because they're helping me with this, you know, from what, like, my experience, from what stuff I talk to them, you know, they let me know, you know. And yeah, like the connection that you get with people, those mentors, really helps you in the long run, 1000%.
So what's, like, since you say how like you think the coaching part is really important, like what's one of the best advices you've ever received, like from a coach to you?
I'm pretty sure a lot of players have it, anxiety when they play against like a big team or in a final and they're scared, you know. Like I remember I was talking to my coach, Josco. Shout out to Josco too. Coach, like I'm really nervous. Like I don't think I'm gonna do good this game, you know. Cause I'm not the type to be like quit, but I'll tell the coach like, hey, like, you know, like I'm nervous. I'm letting you know just in case you see me play bad, you can sub me off, you know. And the coach told me like straight up like, who are you playing for? And I was like, I'm playing for you. And I was like, no, you're playing for yourself. Like, do you want to win? I was like, yeah, you know. And I was like, he told me, well, you just have to play your game, you know, do what you got to do and just look forward. And he did tell me something that when I'm nervous, just bite my tongue. And I bit my tongue the whole game to a point that I was bleeding, but we won the final 2-0 and I scored both goals.
You scored both goals?
Yeah, I remember. And then, like, it was that little advice or that little tick of, like, tricking your brain to, like, think that you're okay. Boom, just made me.
And you just became unstoppable.
Yeah, like I always bite my tongue here when I play games or anywhere. I just be like biting my tongue. Thinking,
and that hurts though. Like so for you to do that often.
But it's kind of like it's a little switch that your
like,
brain does.
It's
like,
more of a brain thing. Like
yeah, and then that's like, I think that day he like I haven't stopped doing that. So everywhere I go, I get nervous, just bite my tongue a little bit and like focus back. You know.
So that transition from the soccer field to not like a life thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling this. Let me do it because it helps me.
That's why I believe in that scenario, like be a player on and off the field, you know, because you never know.
Soccer really does. I feel like for me, at least, soccer it changed my life, you know.
Yeah, heck yeah.
It really changed my life. So I feel like it just transformed me. How you said, like it goes beyond the field, and then it's just part of you now, you know.
Yeah.
And then now, fast forward today, you're here. Like, tell me more about this. Like, how did all this start? Like, or even the idea, like, to start your own soccer.
Starting in Oakland, you know, I was with this team, you know, helping this guy out with his club, and he ended up like going bankrupt with his club, and then he let go of all his players in Oakland. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start training them, you know, I'm gonna get them going. I did it for a month and a half, but Oakland is tough, you know, like the rent, you know, try to get a field,
big city,
too much competition, you know, it's a lot of stuff out there. So I was talking to my dad, and then my dad was like, you know what, why don't you come out here, try to go coach at Patriot Park or try something, you know. And then I came and I got involved with Romita, the Sunday League team. Yeah, shout out to Romita, shout out Chewy, you know. They put me on, you know, with players, with people, you know. Romita, they pretty much put me on with the whole community because Romita's like the best team out here. So like everybody knows them.
And then I feel like Greenfield is one of those towns where everyone knows each other, you know, like they're united, like everyone's cool with each other.
And that's what's cool. That's what I like about Greenfield, because it's Oakland. You build something, no one really cares. But if you're here, you build something, everyone like wants to.
Everyone's gonna want to know more about.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I did all this for the community because I noticed that these kids want it. Like I have kids that come from their house to here with their bikes, scooters, you know, and like, you know, and I see that, and I'm like, yeah.
So they really like.
Yeah, they commit.
Because others would have been like, oh, I can't because my parents are here and they can't give me a ride, or use as an excuse, you know.
Yeah.
And to come in their bike, I'm pretty sure that even makes you want to come out here and like even
yeah,
help
like,
them even more, you know, like
I have kids here that come 2 hours early and they just chill here, you know, just chilling, talking to me, you know, having fun. I let them go in my room, play PS5, you know. It's just to like get them out of the streets, you can say. I don't really think Greenfield's that bad in that sense, but like you never know, right?
But yeah, you never know what someone could be going through mentally.
Yeah, you know.
That's crazy, bro.
So yeah, that's why I try my best. I built this field for the kids. You know, I came here. My dad was like, you know, let's try to build the field, you know, with the money that you have. And I tried it out. Romita, like I said, they helped me out find the people. You know, like most of them are barbers, so they know like the whole town. So they just started like, you know, pushing out the word. And then, bro, within a month, I had like 20 kids per class. It was just
per class.
Yeah, and like, but it's cool because I have my dad, which he's like full on Argentinian. That boy is crazy when he plays soccer. Like even to this day, he plays with a dope pickup. He gets mad and gets like fights with like the college kids. Yeah, I'm serious.
Soccer, I feel like soccer is one of those things you just can't. There's no way you cannot get mad, you know, like you get so deep into it that you just start reacting, you know, like.
Sure, you gotta see how it is at pickup. No one's friends here. Everyone's like against each other.
The moment they walk in, I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Like I be like, I try to put some music to ease it down. Nah, bro. Like it is wild. But that's what it is, though. That's why I like it. You know, that's why, you know, players come because I've tried to make it that
cool
intensity.
Space.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure people do look for intensity, you know, because at least for me, well, I told you I play soccer, but I haven't played in a minute. And it's not like before when you're young, like you tell your friends to go out and play, you know?
Yeah.
And as you get older, I mean, they have responsibilities, so it's not really like you hang out and play.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, like where are pickups that I could find, but that I know I'm gonna find intensity, because I like intensity, you know?
Me
but like,
too, bro.
I like to slide tackle, I like to all that, you know? And then I found out about your page, and then I'm like, well, I haven't played soccer yet, but like, let me learn more about it, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, like, it's cool, bro. You gotta come. Like, it's heck of fun. Like,
how often do you do pickups, or like, you know, for people that are watching, how often do you do pickups, or like?
My group sessions, I start from 5 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. and each hour we have a class.
Oh.
But it varies, right? So like the 5 to 6 is for like beginners, 6 to 7 is more advanced. 7 to 8 from my middle schools, and 8 and 9 is for more for like my advanced, you know. I do have some middle school kids there that are really good, so I just push them up. But they're for my high school kids, maybe college kids, you know. You know, like I also do morning sessions. That's where I get the hard elk boys, you know, like, and then we just train them like hard, get them ready, you know. I know with their club, they train more as a team, and then here more individual.
So, like whatever they need extra help on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I had Steve yesterday, so we worked on like a lot of like shooting, dribbling down the left lane because he's a lefty, you know. Yeah. You know, he played in Europe, so he was playing as a right back, so I had to teach him a little bit, you know, how to build out. Right back? Yeah.
He's a midfielder, huh? Shout out Steve.
Yeah.
He's a midfielder.
Yeah, Steve is raw. Steve should be one of those who's becoming pro right now, you know, in my opinion. Yeah. But that's how America is. America doesn't know opportunity here. Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but how long have you been doing this for exactly?
A year.
A year.
Yeah. I just hit a year, like last month, I think. Yeah. You know.
That's crazy, bro.
Here, you know. And I'm not gonna stop. I still got a lot more stuff.
It's just a start.
Yeah.
The crazy part that I find like crazy is how, like you said that you used what you had made from soccer to invest into this, you know?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part, you know?
And it wasn't a lot, like, you know.
But either way, like maybe it wasn't a lot, but you used it for this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because you wanted to help others and you want to help kids develop and hopefully become pro, you know?
Yeah, you know, like
I feel like this is probably like your external motivation, you know? Like, I'm not sure if you ever have days where you don't want to come out here and play, but I mean, knowing that you want to impact the kids, that's like, okay, well, it's not for me, it's for them, you know?
Like teams here that like after their practice, they're forced their team to come here and train here, you know, and I see those things and like that motivates me to like do better.
So after their own trainings, they still come here?
Yeah, come here, you know. I have a team of Tornadoes, you know.
Saw that, right? Saw that, right?
Oh, right here in Greenfield. That's the team I'm working with the most, and they went from being like the worst team in their category to like outshining almost every team where they go in Salinas, Monterey, you know, here, you know. And there's kids that I started with them, they didn't even know how to play soccer, like zero. They didn't even know how to run. But, you know, I see them come consistently, you know. When I see a kid show the work, I'm going to put my work. And then I try to do better so they can come more and be motivated, you know.
Because then you see that they're trying from their part, huh?
Yeah, and then I always tell the parents here, try not to force your kid to come, you know, like let the kid make his own decision, because if the kid wants to come, bro, that's the best news ever.
Yeah.
You know?
That means that he's gonna put in the work, huh?
I'd rather have a kid that comes every day than a kid thinks that he's good and comes once a week. Because consistency matters way more. Because I've seen it. Like, I play professional, and I play players around me that they're way better than me. But, like, on the weekends, you know,
They just disappear.
They disappear and then come back and then play bad, you know? And don't get me wrong, there's players that, like, come back and they ball out. But
Because that's sometimes that's just talent, huh?
yeah, that's talent.
That's
you
just
know?
talent. Sometimes you just can't.
Yeah, but like as a
talent.
coach, you know, at an academy age, unless you're like Messi or Ronaldinho, you know, like you can do that. But like, dude, you can't do that. You know, like it's like that's why I tell my kids here, you know, like being a player on and off the field is very important. You know, like you have to take care of your body, your tempo, your tools. This is the tool, you know, like what you're gonna do, because you never know what's gonna happen in the future. And that's why I tell the kids to like, whatever you do, just try your best. You know, have that mentality, have that work ethic. You know, train every day. You know, the days that you don't train, just train. You know, like. Just have that mentality of like you're a warrior. You know,
There's always something, either a jog or ball work.
Yeah, everything. There's something. And I always tell the kids, there's always someone better than you, bro. Always. If you don't think you're the best, you're not. You know, like you have to keep training like you're the worst person on the team. You know.
And I feel like that applies with life too. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like there's always someone better than you, taller than you, smarter than you, skinnier, fitter, you know, everything. And how you said, like, this goes way beyond just soccer, you know. Like, once you you really get into it, it goes way beyond soccer.
You know, and it goes like on experience. You know, I never watched videos, TikToks. I never like played high school ball. I never played college ball. The only thing I did is went to play in other countries and live their lifestyle and live with the players, the coaches, and just be there. You know. I put school on a pause since I was like 13, you know, and just focus on soccer, you know.
That's great. So you were like those stories like where they drop everything for soccer.
Yeah, well, shout out to my dad.
Like,
if it wasn't for him, you know, my dad would not let me. My mom would not let me do it. My dad, he believed in me and he was there all the way. So it's like, you know, I was like, you know, at least I had someone like there supporting me, because if I was by myself, it would have been tough.
You only need that one person to believe in you.
That one person.
And now you're that person for the kids, you know, as a coach.
You know, yeah, exactly. So I try to like play that role that my dad played with me to the kids, you know. Like I really hope that my main goal for my business is to like, I want all my kids to make it, all of them. You know, if I have to go broke to then go make it, I'll do it.
Do you work more with kids or with adults? Or like
right now,
mix?
So in the beginning, I didn't want to work with kids. I didn't want to because I'm more of like, you know, college players, semi-pro players, helping them out to go pro, you know, like, because they're right there. But when I got here, like, these kids are, like, very educated compared to the Bay Area, you know, because I worked in the Bay Area, and the kids out there are, like, wild, bro. Like, you can't, like, I have to blow in the whistle more than, like, teaching the drills, you know. Like, here, I'd be like, everyone listen, boom, 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 they're in line, they're ready to go, you know, like soldiers, like mini soldiers, and then, like, boom, you just work. And then that's why I feel like it flows so well in this community, in this area, because of the kids, the way their parents raise them, the way they act. They come in, they shake your hand right away before they even touch the ball. Like, the respect is there, you know, like those things for me. I see those things and I'm like, damn, like, yeah, this kid's gonna be like great.
He has potential.
Yeah, you know, like I see based on discipline, you know, kids are doing those things now. When they get older, they're gonna have a lot of discipline on their passion, you know. Yeah, maybe not soccer, but whatever they do, you know.
When it transfers over. Well, honestly, bro, I feel like you also play a big role, you know, like, because for me, I mean, I've played soccer. Maybe not at the same experience as you, but I know how much a coach, like, how much of an impact he makes in your life, you know. So even though maybe you're giving credit to, like, let's say parents, it's also how you make them feel, you know, like how you said they come in 2 hours earlier, they come in and they play PS5, like, that has nothing to do with the parents, you know, more of how you make them feel when they come, you know. So honestly, bro, props to you, man. And like, from now that you've worked with kids, like, what's one thing that you've seen how, like, that they struggle with?
Well, for the little kids, it's not much because they live in their own world. With the older kids, you know, I could tell they get bored a lot. Greenfield has a big problem with, like, you know, drugs and stuff like that, you know. So, like, a lot of kids here, what I try to tell them to do is just come here, you know, after school, whatever you do. If you need help with your homework, just do it here. There's really much to do here besides soccer and the gym, you know. So I just try my best to tell the kids just to come here, you know, just chill here, you know, with me, and just vibe out here, play soccer, stretch, dribble, do something.
Like, get their mind off anything there.
Yeah, I even tell the kids to go walk, like, from there all the way down the thing and then come back, you know? Because, like, or they ride their bikes, they just be going all the way down there and back, you know? just to like get them distracted. So, you know, they do things that they're not supposed to be
They're not
doing.
supposed, and then at least with things like they have their mind on soccer or dribbling or
Yeah,
something.
like something, maybe not just soccer, but just be in this environment. They hear music, they hear kids laughing, they see parents, you know,
Socializing.
socialize. Sometimes we sell food here, like tacos, and they be there just like going hand with the food, you know. Like
So it's
crazy.
more like of a. It's more than just a soccer, like you know,
Yeah,
it's like
but that's how it is
a
in
safe
Argentina.
place. I like.
Yeah, I try to mimic how it is in Argentina. Like it's
So
not
that you're trying to bring what you learned from over there, like here. Oh, that's crazy. Bro.
everything. Argentina, yeah, they teach you how to play soccer, but most of it is like you stay in the club. Like you play soccer, practice for like for an hour, and then those 6 hours you're just there talking to the coaches, playing football, tennis, playing metegol, you know.
And the way this is structured, bro, like it looks like a little like casa club, like mini casa club. You know,
casa
like
club, yeah.
you got the field, and right there it looks like some rooms, like like this is like where the players live or something. Like, it reminds me like I mean I've never seen that, but in Mexico, like Chivas, I've gone to like their little Verde Valle, and they have like their field, and they have like little stalls, you know, and there's many stalls right here. So it's like, hey, you never know.
I would lie to. I think that's my goal. You know, I really want to build like something nice for Greenfield and just work with Greenfield and help them out. You know, and I still have those in my plan. It's just, you know, it just takes time. You know.
So in a perfect world, or years from now, or even like 3 years from now, do you still see yourself doing this?
I don't see myself ever leaving Greenfield. I think I love the people here. Like they taught me like so much. Like I can't even believe people helped me out, and they don't even know me. You know. So I think Greenfield. I think I fell in love with the city. You know, even though the city doesn't offer much compared to other places, but man, what they offer me and how they showed me love, it's amazing. You know, the police. You know, shout out to Oscar, who's the sheriff. Greenfield Vista, the high school here, Soledad too. I'm working with Soledad. They're helping me out so much, you know. And it's like great people. It's like they're always helping me, you know. So that's why I don't see myself ever leaving, because I want to help, you know. I want to.
You want to make this into something bigger than what it is.
Like I'm from, you know, Oakland. I didn't know Greenfield was a thing until, you know, my parents lived here and all that stuff, you know. And I didn't even think they had talent out here, you know, until we started doing this, you know, adult pickup, training. I have 2 kids that are like really good, you know. Like I'm like, dude, like, you have to, in 2 years, you have to take your kid to like another country and make him go try out, because
like get that exposure.
yeah, because he's there. Like, I told him, like, I have kids here that I'm telling you, they didn't know nothing, but now they're like, everywhere they go, they shine. Like, everyone's asking like, oh, like, where'd you train, or how did you get so good, or they want to take them to like Mexico. I had a kid named Matthew Rubio. He didn't know much about soccer, and he was 9, I think, when he started. Now he's 11. No, he's 10 or something like that. And he like didn't know much. I trained him for a year. He started playing with like my middle school because he's young, so I started putting him in like classes that are older, getting him ready. And then now this boy has a trial to go play in America.
No way,
yeah,
in
Mexico.
America?
Yeah, in Mexico.
When is he going?
I'm not sure. I think he might go the end of this year.
That's
but like
crazy.
like we're talking about the whole Salina. Everyone in Salinas went, and they only picked 7 players. He was one of them, and the only one from Greenfield.
That's
He's the only one that
crazy.
comes here.
America, bro.
America, yeah. And I was like, and they called me. Like his dad called me right away, and like I'm like, you know, it's that whole thing I said, like discipline. You know, there's always a better player than you, but you show your attitude, la confianza, all that stuff, you know, your confidence, you know, you show them that you want to be here, that you're more than just a player, you know. Coach is going to see that, like a real coach is going to see that.
And then you never know, man. Like, what if one day, like, another player gets a trial like that, and, oh, hey, my parents can't come. What if you come with me, Coach Lauti? Like,
oh, dude, I would love
just
to.
imagine. And then the exposure you get there, like, connecting with others, like, oh, I'm Coach Lauti, like, I train them, I'm his coach, I do this.
Yeah, I would love to.
And your program could even grow even more, you know? Like,
yeah, I know.
that's
like,
crazy, but like, just think about it, because you build a relationship with the players. I mean, you see them days of the week, you know, you spend time with them, you see when the ups and downs, like when they get mad and when they're happy. And then you build that relationship, you go with them, like,
yeah.
I don't know, like, bro, like, I can't even think of any idea because it's just limitless, you know? Like,
yeah, I know. It's like, it's just connecting and then with those people, you know?
Because, I mean, you need those people. I mean, at least me growing up, I feel like the amount of people that I had that supported me like that were limited, you know, like, which is my family. But obviously, like, they work, you know, they have their stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, like, to have someone like that specifically, and that's not related to you, bro, like,
it's tough. You know, I always, like, this is what my dad did to me and my mentor, so I try to play that role for the kids. I have to play that role for the kids. I feel like if I don't do it, I'm gonna be a bad person. I think. Don't get me wrong. There's days that I'm like, dude, like I want to just make them run, But like I just try my best to like not get mad or not pull the trigger and like start like cursing them out, and stuff, because that's how it is in Argentina and Europe. When I was playing out there in place too, like you make one mistake in the locker room, the coaches are grabbing you, spitting on you, hitting you with a bottle, like. But that's it. That's what it is. The pressure, And so I think that's what helps, a player grow on and off the field, And yeah, like try not to do so much with the kids, but here and there I do it, and I could tell those kids, to la banca, like they don't fold. They're like not crying, or like I'm in their face like mad, like angry, like you could see me like my veins are popping out, and they're like, yes coach, I'm sorry coach, like straight up, and that's what like that's what it takes for a player to like really get
really,
there.
Yeah. For anyone watching or any of your players, what's something that you would tell them, like if they were looking at this?
My advice for the kids is just to be consistent. Consistency matters, no matter with me or with anything that you do in life. It could be school, soccer, whatever, right? You just got to be consistent, and that will play a big role in your future and your success in the long run.